make it. So come give me a hug again. Don't try to act like you don't know who we be, neither. We in the club all the time. It's a problem, pop on. Shady Aftermath.
You talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
And a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle. When I do a little dance, till it turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
Say, baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Miami defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw in film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. On 4th down, the Packers called on Daniel Whelan to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start with the option. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Tua. Escaping the pressure right. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Love now. A short throw to Musgrave. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. This defense for the Dolphins, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
In motion comes the tight end left. On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. You talk about this Miami defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the 1st down.
10, 32.
Love, he's going to change the play here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, that Gets into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now the first carry here for the running back. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now 3rd down and 7. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 51 yards. And the Dolphins have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a run from Achane. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
To a hit, and the ball is out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs?
Touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. 21-0 our score after 1. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it as we resume action. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That is caught. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. Able to locate his running back open downfield. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Bryant with a catch right side. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Tua. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Tua going to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself not just so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
Well, Love wants to shift things around. And now they'll audible to something else. Love going to give it up on the touch pass. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off. Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn. 2nd and 6. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins continue to pull away here in this first half. But it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it, but if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire, and they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 52 yards. Jordan Love ready on first down here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing. Love. Under pressure, they got him again. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly,
they've got no chance to win this game.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Love. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.